Hello, class. My name is Sean Stone. I am a senior here at Charleston Southern University. And today I will be talking about Hispanic commercials and marketing and how companies try to reach out to the Hispanic communities and market to them. So, just a quick overview. Hispanic marketing, it is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Major companies have been trying more than ever to appeal to the Hispanic communities, and you will see a big reason why on the next slide. While this is the case, a lot of brands are still missing out on major opportunities to expand the brand and make an impact on the Hispanic market. Um, According to the Hispanic Marketing Council, only 6% of the marketing investments are spent on Hispanic communities. So this slide just going over the Hispanic/Latino population in the United States. Of course, just like the population in the United States, it's growing constantly every year. As you can see on the picture, at a pretty constant rate, it is up 19% from 2010 to 2021. So there are around 63 million Hispanics that live in the United States, and that makes up 19% of the U.S. population. And this is very important because that's a lot of people, and that's a lot of so that's a big area for companies to market, and of course, gain an extra profit. And like I said on the previous slide, only 6% of the marketing is for the Hispanic culture. So this slide just kind of goes over the Hispanic purchase power. Like I said, there are 63 million Hispanics that live in the U.S., so that is a lot of money. Hispanic purchase power is the financial ability to buy products and service, and over $1.5 trillion available money that Hispanics can purchase products and services. So that's another big reason why companies really that should try more and more to reach out to these Hispanic populations. So how do companies appeal to Hispanic cultures? Cultural relevance is probably the biggest thing, such as food, family, and art. Of course, possibly using Spanish subtitles, but as we go farther down on this slide, culture speaks a lot louder than words. So family is a cornerstone of Hispanic society, such as like family gatherings. It is pretty common for different generations to live under one roof. So that's grandma and grandmother, their sons and daughters, and then their sons and daughters all living on one roof. So family is a big thing. So a lot of commercials that are trying to reach to these Hispanic populations will show family, just try to relate to the Hispanic culture. Food as well. Food's a big part of the Hispanic culture. It's part of pretty much every culture. So if they have Hispanic food, again, that just kind of pays homage to the Hispanic culture. Also, art in really any culture reflects themes and symbols as well. Art and music kind of can go under the same belt. But like I said, culture speaks a lot louder than words. Hispanic people, there was actually a study that I read that Hispanic people paid equal attention to ads in English and in Spanish. So while Spanish subtitles might be helpful and still might show appreciation to that culture, culture definitely speaks a lot louder than words, like I said. The Hispanic population wants to see themselves reflected in the advertisements, and companies will try to understand the Hispanic culture in order to capture it in their ad or marketing campaign to reach out and try to show the appreciation for the culture. All right. So generational marketing is a really big deal when trying to reach out to the Hispanic population. This fact really surprised me. Over 60% of the Hispanic population in the United States is under the age of 35. So that means a lot of social media. As college students, as 19-year-olds, we all love social media. Well, not love it, but we all use it a lot. whether we like it or not. That's just kind of how the world and technology is evolving. Companies need to do this, and just to try to advertise, because that's the easiest way. Nobody really reads newspapers anymore. So a lot of companies rely on social media and Hispanic populations rely on social media. Um, it is important to create digital marketing campaigns that are mobile friendly and easy accessible. Also, traditional and non-traditional. Um, this is kind of different generations. The older generation of Hispanic population might be more traditional, where they have their standard gender roles and they don't really focus on technology. They still focus, family comes first, and all that traditional Hispanic culture. While non-traditional, more of your what you see nowadays, more of your progressive people who gender roles don't fit in. So a company needs to realize what audience they're trying to cater to. And of course, celebrity influences. A lot of companies will use celebrity influences, like Hispanic celebrities, to reach out to the Hispanic population. It creates a cultural connection, representation, of course, authenticity. Just helps create a sense of cultural relevance with the Hispanic audience. So, some examples of Hispanic celebrities and commercials: Pitbull, he is in a lot of Pepsi and Norwegian Cruise Line. Salma Hayek is in a lot of Coca-Cola commercials. George Lopez, McDonald's and Ford. Jennifer Lopez, my favorite. Body Armor, and of course, Bad Bunny, who has definitely taken off in Hispanic culture and American culture as well, is Hot Cheetos. So now I just kind of want to share examples of some marketing campaigns that were very successful. So Major League Baseball, they realized that almost 30% of baseball players had Hispanic or Latino origin. In 2016, the MLB decided to add diacritics to their jerseys. So that's like accents over the N. This kind of showed that they recognized the Hispanic culture and showed and gave the Spanish fan base that they are important since they are so big. And this definitely increased the number of Hispanic baseball fans, just because it kind of showed the appreciation to the culture and realized that a lot of their money is coming from these Hispanic players. So they need to try to reach out and expand that. Target also did a very successful campaign. They decided to focus on the Spanish tradition of sobremesa. Sobremesa, it means at the table. In the Spanish culture, it represents the time after a family is done eating, and they're sitting around the table digesting food as well as conversating. So it's kind of that time where everybody's done eating and they're sitting around just kind of enjoying people's presence. And their goal also was to make more people aware of this tradition and kind of just, make people more appreciate the Spanish culture. But Sobremesa is also a company. They kind of offer more diverse and inclusive products that will cater to specific cultural and lifestyle preferences. So this definitely increased cultural relevancy to the Hispanic communities. So lastly, Coca-Cola or Mexicola. This fact actually surprised me. The average Mexican consumes twice as much Coke as the average American, Coca-Cola. So back in, I think it was like 1960, the Coca-Cola sponsored the Mexico City Olympics as well as the World Cup. So of course, this got their name out in the Hispanic communities. The representation and the drive to make their name known ultimately gained the title as Mexicans' preferred soft drink. Just because they put their name out there, it built a sense of loyalty to the Mexican population, and of course, pride as well. So it showed a sense of pride, belonging, empowerment, and also, All right, and then these are my references. Thank you so much for taking the time listening to my presentation, and I hope everybody does well in their final exams. Thank y'all.